If you're a dentist who's been in practice for many years, you've probably made some provision for your retirement. Now, many dentists include the sale price of their practices in their retirement plans. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't always work out, as many baby boomers right now found out during the Great Recession. They had to put their retirement plans on hold while their practices recovered lost value. Another recession is coming, and the time to ensure that your practice holds its value is right now. I'm Colin, receiver. Thanks for watching the Patient Attraction Podcast. Now, I know thousands of dentists, and overall, they're realizing all different levels of success with their practices. Some have a very upscale market, and they're able to charge premium rates for their services. Now, others operate in smaller, solidly blue-collar, middle-class markets, and they get the occasional high-value case. Now, some are in smaller rural areas where the average case value is lower. And there's exceptions to all these examples for sure. But what's important is that the economics of the market in which a dentist practices can have an impact on their retirement. There are buyers for virtually every practice at every level, and you want the highest possible price for yours, of course. Most dental practices have barely recovered from the hit they took during the Great Recession. Now, how is your practice performing right now compared to your competition? You maybe are doing the best you've ever done. Maybe you're not. But how would you fare during another recession? And that's not an idle question, because the next recession is actually overdue. It's not a question of if, but when the economy is going to take another setback. Now, if you've been in practice for 10 years, you're looking at having to weather 2 economic crises. But if you've been in practice for decades, you could be looking at having to put off retirement maybe again. But take action. There's ways to safeguard your practice against a coming recession and boost its ultimate sale value. And that's to market to better patients. Now, every patient deserves quality dental care. That's not what we're talking about here. But not all patients represent the same lifetime case value. You need and want the patients who are going to pay, stay, and refer. Those better kinds of patients. And that's the opposite of the one and dones, the price shoppers, the Grouponers, the insurance-driven patients that fuel a lot of dental practices out there. Your better patients aren't motivated by the same things as your lower value patients are. 20% of your market, in some markets 40%, has the ability and the willingness to pay more for a dentist that they know, like, and trust. They don't search for their next dentist by the insurance directories. They're all about the experience, what they can expect while they're in your practice, the trust-based relationship that they establish with you. They're not living paycheck to paycheck. They don't need to defer their dental care. Now, insurance and price are minor considerations to these prospects. So if you're going to attract better patients, consider a different marketing approach that resonates with them. Your marketing has to establish you as a relatable and trusted dental expert. You have to become the only logical choice in their mind to solve their dental problems. You need a systematic approach to market yourself and position yourself as this go-to dentist. Now, every part of your marketing has to work towards that goal. That means your website, blog, social media, your doctor and patient testimonials, of course, all the aspects working in sync. And creating that systematic approach, it takes some time, but the effort and the results are well worth it. These better kinds of patients are your insurance policy against another economic downturn. And of course, you're not going to make any money while you're completely revamping your marketing and establishing a system to attract better patients. You as a dentist make money by seeing patients and solving their dental problems. So if you'd like to continue doing what you are trained to do and love to do, here's one suggestion I have for you today. Check out patientattractionblueprint.com. Schedule a session with us. You'll learn what a patient attraction system can do for your practice. Now, we reserve these calls for serious dentists who want to double or even triple their practice. And remember, it's not if the next recession will happen, but when. Your practice has to be ready. Join me for our next podcast. Until then, keep moving forward.